Welcome back to the vlog. This is episode 2 in a special series we're doing reviewing cameras. And I'm here with my friend
Andrew Bennett, that's me.
Andrew Bennett Photography. If you missed last time, he won Austin Chronicles Best Live Music Photographer in 2017 award. He's the most incredible photographer in Austin, and today he's telling us why, in addition to the Canon 5D Mark IV, he added another little camera to his little camera family. So tell us about it.
That's right. So my fiance Dorothy is also an awesome photographer, and we are now investing into cameras together, which is fun. And so we're about to shoot a wedding, and we decided to just go ahead and make a true investment and get another camera. We have the Mark III and the Mark IV of the 5D DSLR series by Canon, and we wanted to get another camera to add to that, and so we actually opted for the 6D this time around.
You could have you on one and a second shooter on another, and you could put all the photos or videos together and they would all look the same.
Yeah, so they would look great. They would edit well, they would edit really well together.
How is it different from the Mark IV that we're shooting on now?
And so the 6D has the same sensor as the Mark III or the Mark IV, but it's a little more stripped back in some of its sort of accessories and capabilities. But it shoots awesome big images. It doesn't do 4K like the Mark IV does in film mode, but it shoots awesome 1080 footage just like the Mark III.
So Andrew, you're saying if I take the Mark IV and or the 5D Mark IV and the 6D and I put the same lens on them and take the same picture at the same shutter speed with the same f-stop at the same ISO, they're going to be the exact same picture?
Not exactly. The Mark IV has 30 megapixels, whereas the 6D has 20 megapixels.
Okay, so a little smaller.
So it's a little smaller, but it's still a full frame, so you still get those awesome wide angles.
And that's the advantage of a full frame. If I was going out and buying a camera, what's the advantage of a full frame sensor versus a crop sensor or even like a micro four thirds sensor? Like, what's the difference there as far as, you said something about wide?
Yeah, so you basically, it just takes a much wider image.
You can capture like more of like what's out here. So like you can, you know, like Casey Neistat does, hold your camera right here and you're getting like almost 160 or so degrees of view around you. The shot being framed like here, camera like there.
Here we go. Now I get it. Now I got an explanation.
Okay.
So having a full frame actually allows you to shoot in like a room like this, but be able to capture a lot of it. Especially like if you're doing a lot of DSLR video, like you usually are, you buy one of these cameras to be sort of a more like mobile and guerrilla type shooter. I would say the big difference that the 60 has that the Mark III does not have is Wi-Fi capability. If you're going between the 5D Mark III and a 60, it is really nice that the 6D offers Wi-Fi capability. So if you're at a concert and you take a shot and you want to instantly share it to Instagram to show everyone that you're at that concert, you can do that from your phone with the 6D. Another difference, the Mark IV has 2 card slots. So if you want to do SD cards or CF cards, you can actually back up your shots onto 2 cards at the same time. The 6D does not offer that. The Mark IV has more sort of like function buttons on the back that kind of make it a little easier to navigate.
They both don't have that flip out screen though.
Neither of them have the flip out screen, so yeah, that's a disadvantage for both of them. If you're doing more video, the Mark IV is going to have a little more capabilities with its inputs and outputs that the 6D doesn't have. One more thing that the Mark IV kind of beats over the 6D is just its continuous shutter. The Mark IV can shoot at 7 frames per second in RAW and continuous shutter.
Yeah, that's slower.
Still impressive, but
right.
if you're doing like sports photography, I do prefer to have a faster shutter take, just to kind of capture every moment of like a burst of energy. And it actually has a little quieter of a shutter. Not sure if that matters to a lot of people, but it is a little bit quieter. Whereas the Mark IV is
it's really light too. I think it might be a little lighter than the Mark IV. I don't know where we will land on actual specs, but
the big factor between these two is a $2,000 difference. So the Mark IV is brand new. It's hard to find it used, and so you usually have to kind of splurge for the $3,500 sticker price. Whereas the 6D, you can find used models for like $1,300, $1,400 online.
What lens do you have on it? Because this lens is super fun. We shot with this earlier, and it's like my new favorite lens, and I don't think it's that expensive comparatively to some others.
Yeah, so this is also, this whole package right here is like a great package if you wanted to kind of take the first step into professional photography. This 50mm lens, it's the 1.4, so that's f1.4, 50mm lens. Being able to go to 1.4, it helps you in low light. It also helps you get that really pretty blur in the background that we call bokeh. This is my favorite lens. I do a ton of portraits with it, a ton of concert photography, which is usually in low light, and you can find these for like $250 used online or $350 brand new. So
absolutely insane portraits, like so cool. It looks amazing. It'll make your, even if you're not a professional, we just gave somebody this camera today, and they picked it up and took 2 shots, and their jaw is like, it'll turn your mind around about what you can do with a camera. So thanks again for being on the vlog, man. We're gonna go grab some dinner, and I think it's gonna be pizza. We already had tacos once today. We can't double up.